Five Nights at Freddy's has a movie in development. We've talked about it before.
Yes.
Now it has been delayed, and this comes via announcement via Scott Cawthon himself.
Oh, okay.
So he took to, I believe, where did he actually write this down?
I don't know.
Polygon, you need to source your stuff
Maybe
better.
it was Twitter. Maybe it was not.
Anyway, so the movie's been delayed, and Cawthon actually said that it was his fault that it was delayed. He said, I had a script written, Jason Blum liked it, and Chris Columbus liked it too, but I tossed it. I had a different idea for it, one that I liked better. I take responsibility for this delay. It's my fault. He said that he's determined to find the right story. I think in the past he's said something like, there's either going to be a movie done right or a movie not done at all.
That's a good approach.
Yeah. See, this thing is such a huge potential moneymaker for him. And you know the guy's a Christian, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I love the fact that he's being a really good example of, hey, you're not just selling out and having all of this, like, just burying everyone in Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. And he still it's funny, in June he just came out with Custom Night. Yeah. So it's like he's still making the independent stuff too, while all of this big stuff is going on in the background, and he wants it done right. I applaud him for doing that.
Hopefully it'll be worth it. Like, the story will actually be good.
Yeah. And the story is going to be set during the first 3 Five Nights at Freddy's games, which I feel like, yes.
You need to have, especially the first one.
Yeah, definitely. If they want to make those 3 games adapted into a movie, I'd be totally behind that. I don't know how that works as far as the timeline goes.
Yeah, that'll be all really interesting. See, like, where it takes place. Yeah. If it jumps around.
It's going to be... It needs to just be a reimagining. Like, you can't just try to make it fit in it.
No, it needs to be, like, closely tied to it.
Yeah.
But, like, kind of a rearranged story with same elements.
Yeah. Think of it as, like, you're just telling the story differently, but or telling the same story, but in a different way.
Right, yeah.
And make it all mesh well. I think it's doable.
Definitely. I mean, especially with the books, they kind of separated from it a little bit. I've heard some things about how, like, the books are, like, kind of their own thing, kind of not. The movie can be the same thing, you know?
Yeah. There's some more stuff about him talking about why the movie was delayed. He also, of course, and we've known about this for a little while too, there are HD ports being made of the original games for Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. We've known about that for a while. I don't understand why those haven't come out yet. Like, I would think... Oh, also VR, also virtual reality versions. Yeah.
Have you played a VR?
No. I know you have.
That does not... That sounds so scary, dude. No way.
He also announced, this is the actual new announcement aside from the delay, that there is a AAA game based on the series very early in development. He said, there is a big deal in the works to create an incredible big budget game. I can't reveal any details yet as this project is still in its planning stages, but I'm working closely with the studio involved to ensure that it delivers what I think FNAF fans will want to see.
Dude, like Five Nights at Freddy's meets like Resident Evil 7. Like in that same style. I don't even know. Like, it could be done so well.
I mean, I think we've mentioned this before. He needs to work with that one dude. I think his name was like Nick something that made the Joy of Creation fan games.
But that's the same playing style.
But you can move around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Resident Evil 7, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's first person. Free
a lot of it needs to be narrative based though, like on the story being interesting and like kind of discovering stuff while also having obviously big
not just running from animatronics.
Yeah. I mean, what other option do you have? Otherwise it would be a really lame AAA game.
Yeah, you can get away with an indie game doing of that scope, but once you get into
you need to have meat to your story.
Big budget, it needs to cover other things, like make a way to fight back, instead of just like avoiding
Resident
them.
Evil 7, dude. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that would be cool. And the thing is, like, I know that that's kind of an element in horror. Like, the more powerful you are as a character, the less
scary
and the more comfortable you are playing the game. But I think there's room for that.
Yeah, and you can kind of nerf the main character a little bit, make there be limitations and stuff that make it difficult. Like, I know I didn't want to run into those molded guys when I only had like 2 bullets.
You screamed your head off.
Yep.
It's recorded.
Yep.
Recorded.
Never going to live that one down.
Probably not. So, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm interested to see the movie. I'm interested to see how the AAA game works out.
Yes.
Go ahead and get those HD versions out, people, will you? I mean, what is there to do? They're simple games as it is. This man single-handedly made these games.
Yeah. Tony Stark built this in a
Scott Cawthon built these games in a cave on an Apple II.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously, just do it.